from Gujarat to Karachi, and now up to PIA. The story of Arif Habib that reflects the mirror of Pakistan's economy. Imagine this. One day, you're scrolling on your mobile, and suddenly a small piece of news catches your eye. Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, has been sold. For a moment, your mind goes blank. A country's national airline, an airline whose name was once spoken with respect at major airports like London, New York, and Paris, has now been sold. And the most surprising part is that the buyer is not a foreign company, not an Arab sheikh, but a Pakistani businessman himself, Arif Habib. This is where a story begins that is not just about one man's success, but also a mirror reflecting Pakistan's economy, its policies, its compulsions, and its future. Pakistan International Airlines, or PIA. Today, it is the subject of jokes, viral memes, and stories of late flights and cancelled routes. But there was a time when PIA was counted among the world's finest airlines. In the 1960s, PIA was considered so advanced that airlines like Emirates took training from PIA in their early days. At that time, PIA's pilots, engineers, and cabin crew were viewed with respect across the world. No one imagined that one day this very airline would struggle for its own survival. Times changed, but management did not. Government interference kept increasing, political appointments became common, and loss-making routes were operated only for vote bank politics. Overstaffing grew to such an extent that the number of employees on the payroll became many times more than what an airline actually needs. On top of that, corruption and inefficiency hollowed out the entire system from within. Every year, bailout packages kept coming, taxpayers' money kept being poured in. But instead of improving, the situation kept deteriorating. Pakistan's economy was already running on IMF loans, and PIA had become the heaviest burden on that economy. Attempts at privatization were made several times. International investors came, looked at the numbers, understood the size of the debt, and then quietly stepped back. Because an airline is not just a business of airplanes. It comes with a complete package of unions, politics, international regulations, and reputational risk. Then comes the day when a bidding ceremony is held in Islamabad. The atmosphere is tense. Everyone feels that perhaps privatization will fail once again. But then a consortium steps forward, the Arif Habib Consortium. A bid of 135 billion Pakistani rupees is placed. Under the deal, a 74% stake is acquired, along with a commitment to invest 80 billion rupees over the next 5 years. And this is where questions begin to arise. Who exactly is Arif Habib? And why is he taking such a big risk in the aviation sector, where he has no direct experience? Arif Habib's story does not begin in a corporate boardroom. His story is born far from glamour, out of the pain of partition and the harsh reality of poverty. The year was 1947, the time of partition, when millions of people were forced to leave their homes. Arif Habib's parents were living in Gujarat, India, and ran a small tea business. In 1948, the family moved to the newly formed Pakistan. It was a new country with new hopes, but life became even more difficult. Arif Habib was born in Karachi. The family's financial condition was weak. Education was important, but earning a living was even more important. After studying up to the 10th grade, he had to leave school and start working. In today's era, where Ivy League degrees and MBAs are seen as the ladder to success, the path forward for a 10th pass boy was extremely difficult. It was the 1970s. The Karachi Stock Exchange was not as organized as it is today. Information asymmetry, panic selling, and manipulation were common. Arif Habib's elder brother purchased a trading license at the stock exchange, and at the age of 17, Arif Habib joined him in the brokerage business. This is where his greatest strength emerged: contrarian thinking. When the market was fearful, Arif Habib bought. When everyone else was selling, he wrote balance sheets. He believed that if an asset itself was not bad and only the management was poor, a turnaround was possible. Gradually, trust in the local brokerage firm grew. Clients increased, capital increased, and experience deepened. Over time, this very brokerage firm became the foundation of a multi-billion-dollar business group. What we now know as Arif Habib Corporation Limited is not limited to finance alone. From financial services to cement, steel, fertilizer, real estate, and energy, the group has a footprint in almost every sector. Arif Habib was not just a businessman who made money. He built institutions. He served as the chairman of the Karachi Stock Exchange, was among the founders of the Central Depository Company, and played a key role in strengthening Pakistan's capital market infrastructure. This is why his name consistently appears on Pakistan's richest lists, and his estimated net worth is believed to be around $500 million. But Arif Habib's true identity lies in his crisis investing strategy. Where other investors see risk, Arif Habib sees opportunity. Where there are government failures, he tries to bring in private efficiency. The same pattern is visible in the PIA story. Financially, PIA was almost dead, but it still possessed valuable assets, international routes, landing rights, airport slots, and trained manpower. Its brand image had certainly deteriorated, but it was not completely destroyed. One angle is purely business-driven, where PIA can be revived to generate profits through cargo operations, diaspora traffic, and Middle East connectivity. Another angle is strategic, because Pakistan's geography is still important from an aviation perspective. A third angle could be emotional. A person who has himself witnessed the inefficiency of government systems may want to prove that state failures can be fixed through private discipline. However, this mission is not easy. Making PIA profitable will not happen just by buying new planes. The consortium will have to deal with unions, withstand political pressure, shut down unviable routes, and reduce overstaffing. The biggest challenge will be rebuilding trust, the trust of international passengers, regulators, and the Pakistani public. The consortium has promised to modernize the fleet, upgrade AT systems, and improve customer experience. But history shows that the privatization of state-owned enterprises in Pakistan has rarely been smooth. Politics has often outweighed economics. This is why many people are skeptical about this deal. The sale of PIA is not just the sale of an airline. It is a symbol of the condition of Pakistan's economy. When a government is forced to sell its national airline, it is a clear sign of the level of fiscal stress it has reached. This deal has taken place amid IMF loans, shrinking foreign reserves, inflation, and currency depreciation.
If this video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.